Good day. My name is Rudy Blaine. Today I'm going to go over, do a quick overview of distribution and finance of Dynamics 365 Business Central. You can reach me at 201-450-1302, or you can email me at info@cbstechnologies.com. Well, let me get started. Now, this is the main screen of a system when you first log in as the type of user or the type of role I am in the company. So I set up myself as a business manager of this company. When I come in the morning, it gives me my information as a business manager. I see who my top customer was for the day or the week, and I see all my sales to date information. I see my total invoice that are overdue. Also my PO, the invoice, see that or overdue that I need to pay some of these invoices as well. Below that, I could see this quick synopsis, this quick snapshot of my sales that are about to go out, that are ongoing. We also have see my quotes, my sales order that I have, and I have my purchase order and all that good stuff in here. Below that, if I can have set up a task, and then all my tasks will be linked into here. If I have my email set up to link with the Business Central, I'll get all my email, and I could see some statistic of how many emails that I sent in the past 30 days. And the other areas of self service, which I will not go into detail. So this, and then below that, I could see my best performance customers with items. So I could see here, those are my items that are best perform, and also include customers that are best perform. I can change the graph to do for the year. I can change it to for a quarter. So therefore, I provide for some flexibility. I could see my where I post most of my accounts. Those are set up as default for me, but I can change it based on the user role. Quick business intelligence that's built into Business Central is a nice BI reporting based on item. We could simply and we can also change it by customer or the features that you may have. But a lot of these features are out of the box that we can look into the BI for. So down here to my left, you see the general ledger information. So we can do a quick balancing to look at current and prior period analysis. Right? On top, based on my role, I have my chart of account. I can look at my bank information, very quick information that I need to 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 look at, so I don't have to go jump to hoops to get information. I can see that this customer here, I have a balance of 5,000, 5,300. So if I click, I can drill down to where this that money is coming from to see what invoices are owed, and I can shoot a quick email to this customer with the data. I can also drill into the customer itself first if I want to get more information of the customer, and then drill down into the invoices that make up the balances for this customer. Very nice, easy to use information. I can map it out if I have the correct address. I can use the system map, two maps to see the distance for either delivery or other purposes that you might use it for. I can put this customer on hold. I can have a process of approval when I get a new customer. Okay, so this is, then we can have the other stuff of standard where you have terms and things like that. So I won't go too much into the terms area. I just wanted to do a quick synopsis here. Another area that, as a business manager, that I may like is to look at my inventory. Right, one thing I could see my inventory is the list of my inventory, what I have on hand. Let's say I wanted to look for a particular item. I can start typing the information that I have of this item, and it comes right up, start populating. Look, I have 1,100 on hand for this item. I can drill into it to see what the activities were for this item. I saw I did several purchases. I made a sale here, and I did another purchase. You can really do a drill down, and you can do filtering. You can set up filtering based on certain rule that we may want for a sales rep or the manager. Okay. Another nice. This is then what I'll do now is I'll come back into the chart of account later. Let me take you to a process of purchasing the product, selling it, do a cash receipt, and then we'll go to the chart of account. Let's analyze this first. Let's look at the item. Let's look at this WB uh, 2617. It says here we have a 1111 quantity on hand. I'm going to create a purchase order for this item. Something simple. We'll go to purchasing. We'll do purchase invoicing, and then let's say I'll create a new purchase. Let's call it. Let's call it for 3,000. 3,000. Okay, for Graphic Design Institute. I can say, okay, let me put in this for the item is WB 2677, and I am going to receive. I'm going to order 10 of it. Okay, for the point 26 cents. I could have defaulted for this customer for the supplier, but anyway, I did so. And in here, I'm going to put now when you do a purchase order, you can do receive it the inventory first, and then a few weeks later, you can when you receive the invoice, you can come back and put the invoice vendor invoice number and do a three-way checking of your remittance based on what the invoice shipped to your warehouse. So let's just put in a 141 in there for vendor invoice. I'll do it all in one shot just for time purposes. When I come in, so now I'm simply going to post this. I can post in print. I'll just post it. So we should have now. We're ordering 10. It should say 1 11 21. So we'll do open the post. No, I don't want to open the post system. That's fine. So let's go and look at the inventory. And let's do. Let's look at this item again. So what I said earlier should be 1121. Here we go. So now I've added the 10 to it. Very simple and easy to use, as you noticed. So now I'm going to create a sales order. I'm going to create, let's say, new sales order for, let's do 4,000. That has valid information in there. Right, let's keep it 4,000. That's fine. I can put in the date. I can put the order date, this posting date, other information due date, based on some criteria. You can this date will auto populate based on terms and other lead information I will put in there. And I'm going to say WB 2617, and I am going to order. This person is going to order 1,000, right? Okay, there's the price. If I do another line, let's do the same line. Let's do WB 2617 for 100. As you notice, see, because now I ordered 100, the price changed automatically for us. So let's leave it as that, and then now let me post the process. Then again, we have some options that we can do. We can print a confirmation, and then we can print a pick ticket. But for purpose of this presentation, I'll do all at once. I'll post the entire operation. You could have done a release, but let me post this. So I'm shipping and invoicing at the same time. Okay, so let's take a look at the invoice. What we invoice. We've invoiced 100 and the 1,000. I should say 100. Now we can have the option to email it email this directly to our supplier, to our customer, I should say. Is a customer, they'll get this email and then the total and the this is an attached PDF directly in the email. Okay. So if I email this, it's going to this is a junk email, but just to show you. So I'll click OK, and then I'll check my email. Let me see my email. Let me bring my email over here. Let's go to my send box because it's a junk. Let me bring it over to you. Here on the screen is the email that I set up, and here's the fake email, and here's the PDF. I can take a look at the PDF, and here's the invoice. Okay, very easy and simple. Okay? Just wanted to point that out to you. And now we can look at, let's take a look at our inventory, right? Let's see what it did to our inventory. 20 WB. Okay, now we have 21. So it automatically reduce the inventory for you. So you don't have to go in, keep a pen and pencil around. Automatically reduce the inventory. And then it also hit the general ledger and hit the commission, which I'll go over in a second. So let's now, the next thing you would probably do, you get you send a sales and invoice the customer, and a few weeks later, the customer will send a check, right? So we could say, let me go to my cash receipt. I receive a check from this customer. The check is we call it G. Let's call the check number G287. Let's leave it as that. And it's for what customer received the check to. We say customer 4,000. We can type it in or we can click it on here. I said they sent a check for um let's say $1,000. Let's put $1,000 in. So now I go in and I have set up my entries to this $1,000. So I could say here, and I could say set it to this item that it's 1,000. So as you can see here, it shows that applied 1,000, and I had 1,000 available to post, and that's all I have. I'll say okay. And here's it. My balance is okay, so now I can post this. I check my invoice; it's posted. Okay. Then now, next step is you can look into your finances to see what you have, and then let's take a quick look at the chart of account. So here's our chart of account. We see our checking value is 134,000. We can do a drill down into the checking to see what we receive, all the money that came in. So here's the money that came in, 1,000. Very easy to flow to follow, as you notice. And this thing can be Excel, can be exported into Excel. So although you can look at your receivable, you have all your inventory, you can really drill down into what makes up this $2 million inventory. So make it very easy and flexible for you to look at your finances to see where you are within the company without jumping through hoops. And then one thing, one area I wanted to touch base on was um, let me change myself the role as a, let's see, let me change my role as a sales order. Let's do a sales order person. As you'll notice, this sole screen, now once I change my role, there's some default screen that will come up for me. So now the screens look a little different from the other one because I'm not a manager anymore. I'm a sales order person. So it set up my in items that a sales person will be using. One thing I wanted to point out to you that I put the screen up was where is it? Was the is the customer. So each customer, I could have left in the other screen. Each customer is associated with a sales rep. Okay. So there's all the list of the sales reps, and each of the sales rep can have a uh, a commission, a dollar amount associated with the sales rep. Let's do let's do a quick sales person. What I do, and then we can do a quick salesperson commission report. Very nice and easy for us. Um, let's see what else. I think this should do. We touch base on the inventory. We did purchase order. We did sales. We also did the general ledger. Let's go back. Let me go back in as the business manager. Let me so this person before I go into it. Just wanna so now I'm a sales manager. My screen now looks different again because I'm a sales manager. So what I wanted to show you in here was the salesperson in the system so that you can see that each salesperson has a, a commission value with it. And each salesperson can link to a customer. Okay. And then it can be locked for that salesperson will be responsible for that customer. Okay. So let me go back to becoming the manager now. Let's see, let's do business manager. Or I could have been the accountant who will look at the system differently. So as a business manager, I have different reports, different layout that I may like to see as my default. And this is a list of all the out of the box modules that you get. So if you have any question, feel free to reach me. You can send us an email at info@cbstechnologies.com. Phone number is 201-450-1302. 201-450-1302. Thank you.